Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. So this is Havoc and it is rising quickly. We're building it fairly quickly at the moment, but there's still going to be a bit of time before we actually have citizens move in because none of our main infrastructure is ready to go. I do see some cables and things probably in there already, but it's not quite there yet. So we are progressing slowly. It's almost the year 2000, which is one of my frustrations with this game, to be honest, or this playthrough at least, not the game, because we're playing a realistic mode. It's taking so long that we're barely getting things done in a reasonable amount of time, and that's kind of why I want to have a look at in the next season, or the next. Well, it's not going to be the next season. It's going to be a parallel season, looking at figuring out the new mechanics of the trash and maintenance kind of update. But want to have a bit of a look at whether we can do things a little bit quicker through using InstaBuild, at least initially, to get us going. I think that kind of stuff will help us out a little bit more, and also maybe do it a little centrally in whatever republic we start. Now, if you have been enjoying this series, I would really appreciate you hitting that like button and telling me in the comments what's been your favorite part, because will use that to kind of help guide me in how we do the next series. So, without any further ado, let's get cracking to see whether we can at some point move some new workers into this area. So, if we go and have a quick look underground, you can see that some of these elements have already been built, and we could probably go about building some additional sections. We will need to build some of these things at some point. We'll definitely need to build the heating, but maybe let's make a start by building these various facilities, of course. So let's quickly see about tying them in. What? You've got to be kidding me. There has to be... What? Does these need a road connection? That's an interesting one. That means we're going to have to cut through here and get them a road. Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't quite what I was looking for, but we'll sort that out anyway. A little bit of a mistake there. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll trim out a little section through there, and we'll run in a little road. Probably something like this, to be honest. We'll just run in a little road like this, and then we'll even twist it up a little bit more. Oh, actually, let's just leave it like that, and we can also tie it into some form of other building into the future. Let's have a quick look. What kind of buildings could we want to do in this area? So that's the police station. We don't have a secret police station. This is the hospital that's slowly going to make its way. And let's see about maybe something like a courthouse, maybe? Let's have a quick look. We don't have that yet. So let's find ourselves maybe a courthouse. That is too big for this area here. Maybe a small... We do say a small courthouse, but maybe that's just too small. Something like that, maybe. And that doesn't actually need a road connection. Yeah, so that's the one option that we can use. The other thing that we can have a look at is some of the other facilities. An orphanage. I'm a little over the orphanages, to be honest, because I do think they're partly causing some of our criminality, but that's just me hypothesizing. I don't really know. Is there anything else? Maybe a sports kind of facility, maybe an indoor pool. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do over here. So let me do that. So we'll do an indoor pool like so, and then it means we're going to readjust this path just a little bit. Well, a little bit more. So what we'll do is we will go about doing something like that, and we'll make a start on that, and we'll get whoever we can to come and maybe make a bit of a build here. Yeah, let's get some Kioski traffic to come in here and sort that out, and we need to fix that piece as well. But for the time being, it should work just fine, and we do need to build these sections also. Another thing that we probably need to do, I kind of figured out that Kioski is taking very long routes to ultimately get here, right? They're struggling to get into this area, so we really need to up our stuff here a little bit. Now we do need more asphalt in this area, so hopefully that'll arrive. And what we can probably start is is start fixing some of this stuff. So let's grab the next section. Now this I might not have. To be honest, I can start getting rid of some of this stuff. So I may not go about putting the street lights in this area. We might do that a little bit later, I think. Should I leave that there? We've got the facility over here, so let's get rid of this one. I don't really mind losing a little bit of fuel there, and let's get rid of that section. And what we'll do is we'll what we can do is we'll just do that, right? Get rid of those, and then that's the next section that's going to be built there. So we will also get that section going. Well, to be honest, let's just get all of these going, one after the other. So we've also still got some stuff over here. So let's get rid of that. That's a little bit more fuel, unfortunately, but it's still okay. Let's just get rid of all of that. We don't necessarily need to go and micromanage the moving of those items. And what I'll do is I'll get rid of that section, and then we'll get the rest of this done. So there we go. So now we can hopefully sort out all of those road connections. So it's a little easier for the Kowski crews to get over here. What else are we building? These guys are all kind of building some stuff. I can definitely make a start on some of this. This is a sports hall. So we have the pool on the other side and the sports hall on this side. Kind of makes sense to me. So let's make sure to at least tie in one section over there. We'd probably do something like that at the same time. Get that up and running, and assign some workers over there to come and do that. We can also get a little section going over here. Probably that's the best section to make a start with, and we'll get another crew to come and try and do that fairly quickly for us. Okay, now let's head back over to ExactChaos and see what's going on over here. So we should still have a fair bit of construction underway on the metro station. Have we finished off our new power section? No, we have not, so that still needs to happen. Sorry, let's go back down and have a bit of a look at what's going on here. There's been some comments around actually getting... Yeah, this is moving. Right, this is moving. Tunnel bore machine is doing its thing over here, so that's okay. This section is really problematic. So let's high priority that and see if that does make any difference. But I think we do generally see the track builder making its way here. It's just it's just a slow process. It builds pretty quickly, but it doesn't carry a lot, and it drives tediously slow. But we should have everything we need over here. We are struggling with power supplies, but hopefully once this cable gets finished, our power supplies will look a little bit more rose-colored. We did finish this off, and I did provide some stuff in here. Oh, yes, I forgot. We needed to have a look at our prisoner stuff. So let's get government loyalty going on over here with regards to our secret police. And then over here, I've kind of missed out on loyalty for the next guy. And there's been a bit of a discussion in comments so on that really we do need the loyalty over here to really combat our criminality. We need workers and we need loyalty to combat that criminality. So we've got so many prisoners at the moment. So I really would like to see that work a little bit better. And we can probably add some more vehicles to this so that we keep these things working. Now, I do believe we can at the very least probably make a bit of a... What I want to do, right? I want to drop this to underground. I don't think we necessarily are very dependent on it at this point. Actually, this area is completely dependent on it. So this area will stop working if we do that. If I have a quick look here, the idea is really for us to run from there to there. Yeah. And then here, I think we need to drop this one as well. So anyway, maybe we'll just we'll not quite do that just yet. We've got this here that's allowing us some additional power in this area, but it's still not great. Okay, so we're making awesome amounts of money at the moment. 2 million in the last month. I just want to have a quick look at that. That July number, we had barely any imports and our exports were enormous. I just want to see what that actually looks like, because I think we've got our exports last month was ginormous. So what was that looking like? Electronics. A lot of it is electronics. Then alcohol, food, mechanical components, bitumen, coal, clothing, and oil. The oil is quite a low number, but yeah, that electronics. So what I'm a little worried about is that our electronics is resulting in us not having electronic components. That's not true, though. That's not true. So we do have electronic components, and we're still getting a fair amount of electronics happening over here. But I also did notice, like, if we have a look at, see, no export of vehicles. So this thing has been standing still for quite a while, I think, due to, why is it? Oh, yes. So we still have, we've got a bit of a sewage problem over here. We'll have a look at that in just a minute. But we are running out of electronic components. So who is tasked with bringing electronic components over here? So Border Rail Exports, I think, is bringing us some stuff. Yeah, so yeah, it's not only exports, but that's the first one. It's bringing us something. So this guy, building is without power. Is that a problem? Let's quickly unpause and just see. Is that a problem? Okay, anyway, I don't quite know. But who's supposed to bring us ExactChaos Central Cargo Station? You're not bringing us anything but food, so that's okay. We'll have a look at our power situation over there. Oh, it doesn't need power. I just remember it didn't have power and didn't need power. And then the border guy, let's just double check this one. So no one is actually bringing us electronics. So this is actually no electronics there. Housekeep border rail. Oh, this is just normal distribution. Electronics from where we're creating chemicals, it's down to 0. And ExactChaos Central. See, this is the issue. Pop that in there, buddies. So you can pick up electronics components over there and then bring it over. So that was a bit of an issue. So, there we go. So let's see if that alleviates our problem. Then we also have a bit of a problem with regards to sewage. So sewage does work, right? But this thing seems to be overfilled. And what's going on over here? Oh, is that just a pump? Switch. So we should be able to, hang on, but it's probably an inbound one. So let's just have a look. If we go switch, yeah, it's an inbound component. Yeah, so we're basically overloading. Here. So what we may do, we may divert from. We may divert from there actually, and run a line straight down here. So let's see. Let's get another line going. All right. Well. There we go. Come on. I don't mind that actually, because that's getting us to the right side of things if we can make it work. It's requiring proper slope at the moment. Ooh. Can I get... Oh, so that's not actually... it might be because of how we've done it on the other side there. So let's... and now we need to be very careful. Let's go back. Why am I struggling to get this to work? There we go. Oh, you know what might be even better? Don't worry about it. Let's just go through there. Okay, so now, if we do it this way around instead, can we... How come we're struggling to maintain a snapping here? Right, why can't I? That seems super strange to me. Can I? Ah. Is that? I don't quite get. Is that thing supposed to be underwater? And wow, that's a little. It's a little awkward that it's doing that. There might be some kind of glitch there. So what I might do is I might not run it exactly like that. Come on, it's really difficult to get this stuff to, because I can barely see what it's doing. Ah, I see. Okay, so if we do that, and then we... Okay, let's try it from the other side instead. And so we will have to have a bit of a look at this, right? So getting through there is obviously a bit of a challenge, really. Okay, you know what? Just cancel what I've done here, okay? And what we'll try and do is we'll try and run a completely new one. And the idea is really that I would like to do something like this, really. Oh, it's struggling to get under that. And I think that's going to be a challenge. We won't be able to do that because now it requires proper slope. Ah, that's the thing. Okay, so let's cancel that again. Yeah. So it does cause us a little bit of a challenge. But yeah, this will be a good split to take off, to be honest. This will be a good split to take off if we can. Alternatively, we could just go up this way, really. I'm not sure that'll work either. Or we could just run into that direction. I don't know. There's also been some comments around us potentially polluting the water, and that's causing some of our health concerns. I don't really think that's the case because we have checked the polluted water quite often to see if that is an issue. Let's forget about that one just for the time being. Come on, stop doing all of these different things. Now, this thing is still overflowing. No, that's not the one that I'm looking for. I'm looking for that one. Yeah, it's still overflowing. So we've got it very close by here, right? It's got an extra piece. So what we could do is let's set up a little something else to go in there instead. I think that's probably the right thing to do then. It's going to be the least disruptive. And I have made it into this general area. So the plan of attack here will be maybe we'll divert from there through to this area. I think that might be good. So if we were to say we will use our this facility here. So let's do a little something like that. Okay. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Now the idea being that what I would like to do is get this guy to go in there. Can I potentially make this work? Ooh, I could potentially make that work. Can we tie that in? Requires proper slope. Okay, well, if we require proper slope, we should be able to put in a pipe of a pump of some sort here. So let's cancel that one, get rid of that, get ourselves is 5 meters going to be sufficient? So let's do that. We'll flip it around though. So we can get it to construct. There we go. That should work a little smoother as well. Can we get that to work? Ooh, it needs to be deeper. Okay, well, let's get it to be deeper then. Okay, come on. Is 10 meters going to be sufficient? And let's flip it around. It'll be a different... There we go. It'll have power there. I hope the power isn't too problematic. Really? It needs to be even deeper than that? How come? 15 meters? Is it? You know what? I do wonder whether it's because of the way it's been set up here. So let's go back. Let's trim it back all the way, or let's just trim the entire thing back, and then we'll start it again. And if we do it now, can we now just tie in straight away? I think we can. There we go. So it was just, yeah, it probably doesn't even have to be a, let's do the 5 meter one. I don't want to overdo it if I don't need to necessarily. So let's try that again, the 5 meter one. So it's a little tedious to kind of sort these things out. So if we do say something like that, and we then run the piping from, sorry, where did I want it? Here somewhere. Something like that. Yes, it can work, and it's pretty direct, to be honest. There we go. So let's do that. And now the idea is to do this instead. So maybe now what we need to do is put in another one kind of somewhere over here. So flip it around, get it to go something like that. Will that work? I do wonder if that'll work. Can we get that to work? It requires proper slope. So see, that's a little bit too deep. So this one might be we might require this thing to be like a 10 meter one. So let's demolish that one. We'll get a 10 meter variety in here. It does become quite tedious, really. So let's just flip it around. Zoom back in. And then we'll like to do a little something like that, maybe. If we do something like that, hopefully that 10 meters down there should be completely sufficient. And if we come in from there, it should work. Come on, some part of the tunnel is above. Let's do that. Can we do this? And no, don't do that. Do hate it that it kind of ties in over there. Can we get this to work? Still on the wrong side though. The whole thing is now not quite we do need it on this side though. Yeah, so this is where it gets pretty tedious, to be honest. So let's do this. Let's try and do that. Let's bring it in out from this side. If we can make this work, right? This should still be downward, right? So even if we do, let's do that, right? Let's get, how come? So it's got proper slope like that. And now if we do that, there we go. Some reason it works and other pieces just doesn't. So that will kind of, I think that'll get us here, right? Come on. There we go. And let's make a start on all of these things. So let's get out of there. We'll make a start on that. Once this is all built, we'll kind of switch over those pieces so that we do a slightly better job with regards to getting some of these things to move out. So that one needs an access point. I'd probably do over there. That's okay. And then we can get all of those pieces under construction. So let's assign Zacto to this, to that. Yeah, okay, so it should really be getting all of those pieces built now. Okay, good. Let's leave that there for a minute so that we can see how that goes. Let's see what's going on with our metro tunnel. Are we finishing this thing off? We're fairly close to getting that thing built, and then this is done. So presumably we should see a track builder making its way over here. Right, so there should be 2 track builders doing its thing. There goes, okay, so that guy's still on its way back, so that other track builder should be is this section, it is under construction, so hopefully we'll get our power sorted fairly soon. Yeah, it's this kind of this one of our track builders is really painfully slow, but the others are good. And then we can hopefully, yeah, it's still a fair bit away for us to sort that out, really. There's still a lot of construction underway over here, which is good. I don't mind us continuing the construction over there. Now, let's pop over to our border town and see how that's going and whether we can maybe speed things up a little bit over here. Oh, there's a few bits and pieces going on with regards to our heating. That's all good. That is fine. And all of our road connections are really in place. Now, the question is that we want to go and upgrade these roads a little bit. Why am I constantly hitting the wrong stuff here? Yeah, so there is a bit of construction underway with a lot of these heating pipes and the likes. And we are, yeah, we are actually building stuff here. It's just taking a bit of time. So what we may do actually at the same time is we may actually have a bit of a look at upgrading some of our roads, at least some of these really central ones, right? Could we potentially go ahead and upgrade some of those? We upgrade some of these, we can still get to where we need to go at the moment. So we'll just start making a bit of a start in terms of these upgrades. So that should hopefully help that out a little bit. Then if we come back over here and see how things are going on this side of things. Yeah, all of this, that still needs to be kind of upgraded a little bit more. How is this going? We haven't actually seen any action here. That section is underway. It's missing some asphalt, so we're still waiting on some asphalt to come through. I can probably speed things up a little bit, but it's going to start snowing fairly soon, though, so I just need to bear that in mind, which I'm a little over, to be honest. All the snowing, that slows us down each time. This is still moving, and our money is definitely doing a great job. How is this looking? Are we doing a little bit better? Yes, criminality is dropping a little bit over here and dropping a little bit over there. So I think these are looking pretty good. We've got plenty of workers here now, which I like seeing. These should be doing a pretty reasonable job, though. I'm not seeing as many workers in here, though, and we might run into some problems over the winter. Yeah, it is cooling down, right? Not quite. Still like massively hot. But yeah, we certainly need a little bit more action with regards to workers over here. Well, there's plenty of these little buses coming through, but maybe we do need a little bit more. Yeah, absolutely. We're struggling a little. Interesting. Okay, how's the power connection going? Is it done? Still under construction over here. Okay, here we go. That's where they're busy. Okay, that's fine. Keep going with that. Yeah, so we might continue expanding our prison industrial complex over here. Because we can power it and heat it, and once we can get some good flows of workers coming through here, that might be really good. All of this is kind of underway, and yeah, kind of wondering whether we should maybe put a pause on some of this stuff. But these are pretty bare bones sections, though. No, it's okay. Let's just keep going with everything. We do need a little bit of work here, though. Oh, and our electrification. I've completely forgot about that. Let's pop on over here. Have we finished off everything? We have. So now we can quite comfortably go ahead and do the electrification. So let's get electrification going on. All of that. Just need to make sure that we don't miss a section, because that is quite problematic if we end up doing that. There we go, and there we go. That is electrified. No, forgot about the shift button. There we go. Get that electrified. Get that electrified. Oh, we just finished it off. There it goes back. Get this guy out of the way, and then we'll do the last electrification. I believe it's electrifying this way. It's not actually electrifying that section. So we'll keep an eye on that. We need to electrify here. And then we need to electrify all the way over there. So now we can make a start in getting the rest of the electrification going. Yeah. Okay, so let's get these guys. Oh, here we go. It's starting to go to the winter time now. Get them assigned just to make sure we're continuing the journey with electrification. They should hopefully go fairly quickly through here because the entire track has now been built, and that's a massive achievement, I think. I'm very happy we're finally there. All of this is now built. We can certainly make a start in terms of getting some of these things built. Let's get that built. Let's get that built. Okay, that's okay. Let's certainly get that built. Let's get Exacto construction on there, and there as well. Okay, good stuff. That section's done. Oh, good. So now we can actually build it from this side too. So get Exacto to work on all of these sections so we get them all done. There's definitely... Yeah, we've got them over here. We can start on this stuff if we so chose to do so. This section is being constructed by Moderate at the moment, so that's a little bit slower. Here comes some helicopters with some stuff to continue our construction. That's good. Oh, tons of them flying in here to continue our construction. So we're pretty good with some of these things, but some of them still pretty far behind. We do need to maybe make a start on some of this stuff. So let's see about what a little road up here would look like. I'm kind of wondering whether we just do one of these to potentially have a little bit more people walking along. If we go up there, I think that's probably about okay. Now we can do that, and then that means we can still get to the rest of this ultimately. So let's do that. We'll kind of make a start on that construction there. So can we get... No, let's not get Skylines. Let's just get Exacto up here to come and start work on that. That thing done? Excellent. That's done. These are all done. Nice. This is all done. So this is the last section. Oh, there's still a section through there that I would like to sort out, and then really need to start looking at some of these other ones as well. And there's little bits and pieces that we certainly need to start construction on. Like this is an electric substation without any further connections, so certainly tons of work for us to do there. If we go over here, I just want to have a look what's going on here. I think that guy, what's happening here? Ooh, yeah, we might have to get the crop ship to start moving around again. These are going through the process. We should be filling this up a fair bit. And I see a ship here? No. Oh, here comes one. So we've just finished off a ship that is now being sold for 500,000 rubles. So that's moving along a little quicker again now. So I'm liking that. Now, we still have about a 4% unemployment, but there's not much we can do. Prisoners not working. About half of our prisoners is not working. So what I might do is I might add an extra vehicle. Just one more vehicle to the first prison line here. So grab one more vehicle there, set it to a line. So it'll be Exacto East Prison Heat 1, I believe, is what we're after, right? Just get another one there and make a start. This one is all good, right? We're not running out here, right? We might add an extra one to that line. And then This is doing a pretty reasonable job. Have we managed to finish this? No, it's still slowly getting done. And let's have another look at what's going on underground here. Have we finished this thing off? We finally finished this off. So is this assigned? No. So let's get the tunnel bore machine to come and do its thing. Necessarily have to pause. There's plenty of other stuff going on. So let's get the tunnel bore machine to come in here and do that section for us. That would work. And we've got the track layer. See, this track layer does way better work. It really does it way more quickly. I think it just carries more material. And so this gets it through fairly quickly. So what I'm actually going to do, because we now have significant distances that needs to be traveled, I'm kind of going to... We've got 2 track builders here, right? Let's just see what vehicles we have here. Oh, we've got these crappy track builders here. 2 of them. Yeah, I really don't like them. If I were to sell it, yeah, I'd rather just sell these track builders, to be honest. I don't like them. I'd rather just sell them. And what I might do is I might... Do we have another? Let's just have a look what's in here. No, we don't have anything there ready to go. So what I might do is I might actually just say, guys, can we buy another one of these guys? I'm happy to just get another one of them. So we could lay 2 tracks at a time. Look at the cost of a tunnel bore machine. It is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I've paused the game. Okay, there we go. Okay, one thing that once we've got the airport up and running, we'll get some hotels over here. So one thing that I wanted to do is a little round of hotels here, a bit of a tourist precinct directly next to the metro station. And we may also want to do that with a bit of a road connection through there. So let's have a quick look. If we wanted to, so none of these roads are actually set up with street lighting, but the idea is that if we do that, and we do that, cool, I like that. So that's a little precinct around this, and this I think I want to do a little bit of touristy stuff over there. Is that kind of large enough? I think that's okay. I think that's a reasonable section. So let's get that going. That's fine. The crews will start making something happen there. So let's get some tourist stuff in here. So if we go Hotel Continental, takes about 40 tourists, which I like the idea of that. Yeah. 3-star hotel, city hotel, Hotel Continental. Ooh, look at that. I like the idea of one big hotel in this location, and it doesn't have access to water, does it? Over here. So we may have to... I would rather have it quite central here. So from a heating perspective, it should be okay, but we do need to look at water and sewage, but we've got the infrastructure to support that here. So that's okay. So what else can we do? And we've done one of these already. What else can we do? These are just like restaurants. Maybe the Panorama restaurant is one that... It's a little tight though. Yeah, maybe that's not going to quite work out for us. What else can we do from a tourist perspective? Attractions. Ooh, one of these observation towers. But it'll be blocked by this though. It's not quite the spot for an observation tower, I feel. We might do an observation tower on the other side though, but anyway, maybe that's just not... I mean, it will still do the attraction thing. How about the zoo? Okay, let's just go underneath there and see what this guy is struggling with. Where are you heading? So you're trying to get back, but for some reason you've kind of lost plot. Let's see about if that's going to work. Oh, the tunnel bore machine is doing its thing. I like that. I like that. Okay, let's pop back up and continue our tourist section. This is getting built pretty quickly, it seems. Now, in the tourist area, I would maybe do... Let's just go and also add... Ooh, hang on. Come on. Something like maybe a big fountain. Does the fountain give us anything? Not really. If I can align it to the building here. Oh, it doesn't really matter because... Well, so we might want to align it like this. Yeah, let's do a little bit of this here. Just make it look a little bit nicer. If I do that... Okay, let's do start like that. And then what I also would like to do is maybe get a bit of a Lenin copper statue here. Outside of the hotel. If we get it pretty close, maybe it'll all work. I wouldn't mind having it kind of right about there. Something like that. And then what I wanted to do is just maybe grab ourselves a little path that's going to run, maybe not through there, but through, yeah, something like this, right? And then the idea would be that we do that. I wouldn't mind then tying it in over here and all of these other bits and pieces. And we'll get this to cross the road over there. So let's do that. That's kind of looking pretty good here. People will walk through this nice touristy area here. But we're still missing attractions though. So let's not get too overboard with the decorations if we don't even have attractions. So from an attractions perspective, what can we do that's it's pretty fun? So certainly we've got one of these already. Maybe we can do a smallish one over here. Ooh. Something like that. If I were to get this one nice and tight next to the metro there, can I get the path by... Yeah. Yes, I can. That's cool. So let's do that section there and we'll make a start on that. That's an attraction there in that little location there, and it kind of looks good with the double circles that we've got going on there. Any other attractions that we could look at? Maybe a beach. Well, we don't want a beach. We want a view, the View Cafe and Bar. Okay, let's do something like that. That's actually pretty good. We can tie that in and it'll look reasonable. Unless, hello. Let's go and just double check that one. If we say we align it just want to if we go do something like that, actually it would be pretty cool. And let's do that. We'll get that to align itself a little bit. And is there any other? So let's do like an art gallery. Even do the art gallery over here, though we do need to bear in mind that we don't have so let's do something like that. That's actually pretty cool. If we do the art gallery there, that's actually not bad. I like that. So then we can do a little path that runs through here because there's no access points directly to that side. And we can tie in there. But we can also tie these together. Yeah, so let's just make a start on it like that. That should be quite useful there. So let's get that going. And that's going to be a nice little section. Now we do need to remember to provide the required bits and pieces here for the utilities. So we will need a water substation. Okay, so let's find ourselves where is our water supply. We don't have water supply. Oh, we can bring water supply out from this side. So what I'm thinking is this area right here. Let's get actually, let's do it on this side. Yeah, that should be. Got a traffic jam. Let's quickly have a look at that. These things can be pretty tumultuous. So what is the issue here? Who's stuck where? Why are you on the... What? How on earth is this working? Oh, no. That's not you. Oh, no. Hang on. Someone... What is going on? This guy's coming this way. So someone... These guys are blocking one another. So, why are you... Ah. Hang on, we've got an issue here with our signaling. Yeah, so for some reason you should have been able to go in there. If it wasn't all clear. Ah, you are the mistaken one there. Because there's a crossover, we've ended up with a bit of a challenge there. No, and that guy should really be able to move. So let's ignore the lights because you really don't need to. There we go. Now everybody else will start moving again. Wow, can you believe it? I think that change there should now sort things out a little bit. Ooh. Okay, making some moves now. Wow, that could be pretty dangerous for us, to be honest. Everything will stop working, costing us in the end, costing us quite a lot. Are these guys moving? That's some steel coming in from the border, I believe. Okay. Let's have a look what our steel situation looks like over here. It's still very good, so Kowski can go out about building like crazy, to be honest, and moderate as well. So all of this is built, right? We just need to build more stuff over here. Now, should we start bringing in some power over here? What is our situation here with our power? Okay, that is a big switch, right? So we can actually run that. So that's the idea, is that we would want to power these sections through here. So what we can do is let's get... Oh, that's a switch there too, right? So let's just get... Not Zacto, we would get Kowski maybe to come and build this for us. And we can also get Moderate assigned to that. And we can get the Moderate Air crew to come in here and get that built. That'll build really quickly. We definitely need to continue our pathing over here. Moderate and the guys are a little bit further away. So let's just get Zacto to come and sort out some sections for us here. Continue the construction of these paths. We do need these sections to get built. So let's get Zacto to work on some of these other road sections. Come and build these road sections as best we can. Hospital is coming up. There's some other bits and pieces being built. We probably do need to have a look at building some of this. Let's see if we were to say get ourselves you know what? I'm almost tempted to kind of just tie it in over there. instead. So let's do up to, come on. If we were to say do this, we should be able to get people there. And then we could do a little bit like that. We could run you in through there. That's pretty good, actually. I like that. Start that in, and we'll even, can we get Zacto Air to come and do these? Not that one, you can do that one. Then we'll just get the normal Zacto crews to come and do that section. These are underway, that's been built. Excellent, things are moving the buildings are moving fairly quickly. It's the infrastructure that takes enormous amounts of time to get done. Slowly getting there though. Let's go over here to the border. Still on the infrastructure. These road connections are not quite there yet. They're still on the infrastructure. Oh, we've managed to build one of the heat exchangers over here. We've managed to build that. So this area should now in fact be powered. If we need it to be powered. Still a bit needs to happen over here. That still needs to get constructed. So there's a lot going on, and once we've got some people over here, we might up our construction game in this location. Definitely part of what we will be looking at. We are almost finished with the harvest. There's still a pretty big harvest that needs to be done there. Waiting on someone to go and get it. But yeah, plenty of resources that still needs to be collected. Tons and tons of it. This is going up though, and we should have reasonable amounts of everything here. Good, looking good. So our export should be quite healthy, even though we had probably a fairly big import of what? Oh yeah, it must be. Let's have a quick look at what that is. I'll just pause it when I look at that. So it must be, yeah, steel. It's a big steel import, and I'm comfortable with that. I mean, we are by no means in trouble as it relates to this. Oh yes, this is looking good. We're quite comfortable with what we've got here, and we should be fairly comfortable with this. This shouldn't ever become a problem anymore. This is filling up nicely, and as we get workers over here, there we go. We don't have drinking water over here. We've got these guys, but we'll tie them into something more substantial once we've got things sorted. So apparently they're half as productive when they don't have drinking water. Now, what is going on with our track building? Actually, I haven't had a look at that in quite a while. Oh, this section needs a little bit of construction. Let's grab. There's an electricity problem somewhere, which is never something I want to see. Is our electrification okay? Let's just see where these guys are working. Or not, for that matter. Yeah, we don't seem to be having any tie-ins here. So let's quickly get these sections built, and we'll go from there, and then we'll start running the rest of this. There's a lot of work still to be done here. How is our electrification going over here? Where are we? We should be... Are we making some progress? Yeah, it seems like we're making a little bit of progress here. Electrification is going well all the way up to here. And this is under construction with electrification. So we're just waiting on the guys to come back. Good, that's good. We could always do a bit of a tie-in this way if we needed it. But it's probably okay. Oh, that's under construction now. Or is it? Can we, let's suspend the construction there, and I would like to suspend the construction over here as well. Let's suspend construction of the runway just for the moment. We'll finish, actually these aren't under construction. So we'll leave it there for the time being, because there's nothing we can do over here just yet. Go underground. That section is all built. And this is the tunnel bore machine doing its thing. I might, you know what? I might get another tunnel bore machine just because I can afford it, and it will help us out at the moment. So let's buy one more tunnel bore machine, bring it in so we can, because there's still, is it just one section of tunnel to be built? Oh, I might have been a little bit over eager. No. Well, yes, if it gets here, we'll be able to build for this one, and then we shouldn't be too far. In the next episode, I'd be very keen to get the metro running in the next episode, and I think it is not unrealistic. Or, you know what I might do? So I might actually continue the play through the winter to get this done, and in the next episode, we'll hopefully be in a position where we can get the metros to start working. I think that will do. So I'll try and forward things along a little bit. The other construction pieces will also still be underway, but I think ExactChaos will start moving along pretty nicely, and we can also fill in more housing in here. Well, in here, once we've got the metro up and running, because we do now have additional power, right, everywhere. So this should really be getting sufficient power from everywhere, right? This is all done. Oh no, there's a section here that is not done because we don't have it assigned to appropriate things. Not that one. Oh no. Why can't Chaos Key be assigned to this? Oh yeah, it can. Oh, there we go. So get that moving so we can get that done. We can also get moderate in here. Let's do that. Just get that built a little quicker so we get our power problems resolved. Then we can start bringing in some more stuff. And we haven't actually... Oh, we've got the water substation, but we need to do sewage here as well. And then we can... we can see about how we tie in the rest of this. So that's all good. Is this assigned? This is not even assigned. So let's get Exacto on there and there. So get these things built. Oh, this is kind of doing its thing. Yeah, we need the next round of stuff. We're out of... Yeah, so there's a lot happening here. Okay, guys, I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'll play a little bit more to get our metro tunnel close to completion so that we can, in the next episode, start running metros and then really see Zactograd transform into a proper metropolis, really. And we'll keep an eye on what's going on in these areas. But I think we should be pretty good with everything here. These prisoners is working quite well. We just need, once that metro is running, we'll get this prison industrial complex to really start booming a little bit more. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, if you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.